What's up, everybody? Welcome to Car Talk Podcast 37. Today we are here with some other automotive enthusiasts. We have the Chiz, who has a YouTube channel called the Chiz. He has a Jeep Wrangler that sounds bitchin'. Then we have Mike from Oh Yeah About That. He's got a S550 Mustang, Jeep Wrangler, plenty of other things. Plenty of other cars. Check out his channel. I can't remember all your cars. Nice, Jeff.
Yeah, it's all right.
Then we got Matt from Coderman. That's his channel. Definitely check him out. He has a BMW. And then we have another Matt who's doing
Mr. Ceiling Fan Man.
Oh Lord. Then we have Jack, who has a Honda Accord as his daily. Then we have Jeff, who has a Volvo with a stick.
That's what she said.
Wow.
Wow.
Here we go. Then we got Lee, also known as Cue Ball. You want to show everybody
Also
why we
known
call
as
you Cue
Strip
Ball?
Club
Oh,
Man.
come on, man. Really?
Also known as
My
Strip
hat.
Club Man.
That's
I'm
fine.
just fucking with you. I'm just fucking with you.
It's fine.
So today our first topic, we're going to be talking about the Toyota Supra, the new one. Because, like, what's your guys' thoughts? Do you guys think Toyota's kind of chickening out on revealing the road car version? Because they've released the race car version at Geneva, but still not much on the road car version. You think they would have released that sooner, wouldn't you think?
If it's not still in production and whatnot with the safety features and whatnot that they need to update on it, I'm not sure.
I think they did the,
Go ahead. Coderman, was that you saying something? Or was that
yeah.
Jeff?
I think both of us did at the same time. I was just going to say real quick. I think part of the reason that they did the race car before the production car is you can see that a lot of the aero and the body kit and stuff that's on the race car, you don't get a real sense of what the production car is going to look like. So they're kind of adding to that mystery. You know, it's been a long time since there's been a Supra. So I think what they're doing is they're really starting to just get, like, you know, the interest into it, people curious what it's going to be. And I'm sure it's already done because, you know, obviously it's got to be pretty close to it. But I think it's really just a drum up people talking just like this and on blogs and videos and everything. You know, what exactly is the production car going to be?
It's a marketing ploy.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Kind of like how Dodge did with the Demon before they released it.
Yep.
I'm trying to bring up a picture, but my computer's being slow tonight for some reason. So
Being a turtle.
yeah.
But you're also live streaming. So.
Depends on what you have running in the background. It could cause your speed to be slow.
No, it's because I previously edited on the computer. Usually it's like edit and then shut it off for a while, and then it's fine when I want to do shit again.
Maybe
But I got it up here. So then we can also get what you guys think of. Yeah, ignore that part.
Oh, geez.
So here's the new Toyota Supra's racing concept.
nice.
Yeah, that looks pretty cool.
Yeah.
Wonder if the video goes around anything. I have no idea. Probably ain't gonna be able to
Not
hear
sure
much,
about
but
sound.
Yeah,
the
you're
price
probably
of
going to
sound.
really decrease your quality if you do that.
I mean, I think it looks pretty cool. Oh, get your ass out of here. The wheels don't look bad though either.
Yeah, they look pretty nice.
I mean, the car looks actually really good. So if the road car is going to look
Wow.
anything similar, it might not be too bad. But I've heard rumors that they're not going to put a manual transmission in the road car version, so that's probably going to piss a lot of people off.
It's definitely not going to have a manual. No way, no how. That's my thought with it. It's one of those where they're building for track, Nürburgring track ring numbers where you need those double clutch transmissions. You need those lightning fast shifts. That's what it's about now. Nobody cares about the driver enthusiasm with the third foot or the second foot and third pedal.
That's true.
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
when do
I
you
do
guys?
agree.
Okay. So when do you guys think that they may possibly reveal it?
Second quarter of 18.
Later this summer, yeah.
Hopefully, if we're lucky.
Hopefully sometime this year, or next year. You think maybe?
I think it'll be later this summer, and it'll be a 2019 build date. This
Yeah.
is my guess.
Yeah, it could be.
So Motor Trend is saying we're not going to see it for another year.
Really?
Yeah.
But does that mean it won't be announced for another year, or it just won't
So
be?
here I'm let's see what it says. It's Motor Trend having an article talking about Toyota, talking about Twitter. So I've got this page loading. 1 second. Blah blah blah. A representative of Toyota USA has confirmed that the production Supra will debut in the first half of 2019.
Okay.
So yeah, this race car is all about drumming up, us, people talking about it. Look at what we're going to do. We're going to start getting some records, some trophies, and then it's going to be, hey, you can buy yours now, and they're going to have the race launch edition, and they're going to have the special race colors probably as a, welcome in. Try to, bring back the nameplate and the moniker of what the Supra was. Get themselves back in the game.
Do you think they're going to fall into the same trap as Acura with the NSX?
My personal thought with that, if you look at how the NSX was handled, it took Acura way too long to bring it out. And by the time it was finally released, yeah, we all wanted to see it. And there were, 30 people that wanted to buy one, and then they sat in the showroom floors. So if Toyota, they're confirming the first half of 2019, and we're only seeing the race car in the first half of 18, a year isn't that bad of a wait to see something like that come out. But if they don't produce a car when they're saying they're going to have that car, then they're going to have problems.
Yeah, definitely.
Definitely a lot of conflict on the release date and whatnot.
Yeah, I wonder what the price point, like what they're targeting.
I don't know. I'm thinking maybe 80, 90, 100,000 is my guess for what they might charge for the
Yeah,
Supra, possibly.
Probably Nissan GTR territory.
Yeah.
So let's check the comments real quick and see what everyone's saying up in here.
We're getting on the comments now.
I don't know. GTR money is a lot of money now. When the original GTR came out and you were just shy of 80,000 maybe, but the one like the Nismo edition is like 130, and it's like now you're talking ZR1 money, and what are you going to get out of it? It's a whole separate class of car.
So import domestic in the comments says not having a manual on that Toyota Supra will be a mistake.
I agree.
Yeah, it could be like a downgrade on the sales pitch because a lot of people like manual over.
Yeah, because that's the thing. The Supra is more on the line for enthusiasts, not everyday people. So
if I was working for Toyota, if I was Mr. Toyota, I would say make sure the car has it.
Or at least have the option. It's like at least create the option. And then if people buy it, that could be like an option. And then obviously they may have to wait for their car to be produced longer or something like that. But at least still have that option.
There's a good possibility that they'll build it with one for Euro spec and that we'll never see it in America.
That fucking figures.
And that's just like with the Volvo S60 Polestar. Volvo built it. They had it with a manual. They had it the way everybody wanted it. But for them to crash test another one, to prove it for America, just because you're changing the transmission, that's a whole new vehicle to the feds. So they'll build it. Will we see it in America? Probably as a pre-production. But I was talking to somebody a while ago about Lamborghini. when they started phasing out the manual transmissions, the dealer would place the order with Italy, and then when it got time to actually build it, Italy would call the dealership back and say, do you actually want this? Because nobody wants this. So because less and less people are buying them, the manufacturers aren't even, considering the crash testing for us in America anymore. And it's, I've spoken to my Alpha dealer, my Volvo dealer, and I said, I would come in with that $5,000 premium and say, build it. Build me the Euro spec car and ship it over, but they can't. So there are too many people that say, oh, I want a manual, but they don't do it. So
Yeah.
That is
They
very
want
true.
it, but they don't want to pay.
yeah. When it comes time for the boots to be on the ground, it's, oh, well, I didn't actually mean that. I'm just, I'm the loud keyboard in the forums.
Yeah, there's a lot of that going on too. So I guess we can move on to another vehicle that was released at Geneva. I'm gonna bring up some pictures here real quick. So I
Nice.
forgot to.
The color's not bad. And the
thing, so that-
aerodynamics and rims. That was a nice car.
Oopsie.
Is that the
So
exterior?
this is the Lamborghini Huracan Performante Spider.
Wow.
Long
Love the
answer.
color.
It's even
Absolutely
convertible. The
love
Yeah,
color's
color.
great.
The
and I think
color
it's
is
convertible, too.
not that color, but this color is amazing.
Yeah.
that looks badass.
Yeah, definitely. Like, okay, who here thinks that Dr. M3 is gonna get this car too?
Oh, it's
Another
not a matter of if,
Performante.
it's when.
Very
The
true.
question is, will he sell the purple one?
Has he sold any of them?
I don't know.
Every time
I
I see a
don't
video,
know.
he's got them all.
True, he still has the Aventador. He has the two Huracans,
Yeah.
the Spider and the non-Spider, and then he has the Huracan Performante. He's like Mr. Lamborghini.
Is
Pretty
that
much,
other
yeah.
one beside the blue one like a ragtop convertible, or it's just like a
I
hard?
think this might have that part as well. That's just within
Yeah.
one, I think.
Yeah, because I wasn't sure like if they were showing it like with the top up and the top down, like with two different like colors and whatnot to it. I wasn't sure on that.
Yeah, I think that's what they're trying to do. I think
Okay.
that's the interior,
Wow, that's nice.
which is probably still the same as the regular Performante. I'm
It
assuming.
probably
Now
has
there is
something
no.
fun bits in it.
Now, there's not any power changes that I know of to the Spider version. It's the same power plant. It's got
I
that
wonder
big
if
wing that Lee likes.
Oh yeah, let me
Wang.
tell you, man. Let me tell you,
That wing is a bunch of black magic too.
That is true.
it's good for handling more than anything.
Actually, Lee, I don't know if you know this, but it's actually... Jeff, you want to explain it? Because you could probably explain it better than me.
So I don't know where the inlets and outlets are, but if the wing is almost built like this, where there's a channel that can go through the wing and down out the back, and it
Yeah.
creates like an artificial airfoil to just black magic is the only way to explain what they have figured out for that car.
Yeah.
It's like
Hopefully with the airflow
automotive...
ratio, it'll
It's
do
like... It definitely has made automotive history, what they've
Well,
been able
if
to
you-
do with the
If you look at the-
aerodynamics and...
if you look at the Tesla Model 3, the way they have the air vents working, the air blows in a straight line, but they have secondary air jets that will change the direction. And that's kind of what the Performante is doing here, where it brings the air in and then it's adjusting that airflow. So, pretty crazy.
Yeah, we're lagging a little bit.
Sure it wasn't your end, Lee? Because I think I heard him.
I'm hoping it's not lagging on my end.
Who's playing with a squeaky toy?
That's the dog. He wants to be part of the event.
So what does everyone think of the Performante Spider?
I like it. It's a
Looks
nice
cool.
car.
I think you should buy one.
Needs a
Ah,
manual transmission. A
Yeah,
proper
definitely
one.
manual transmission. That would like make the car a whole lot better with that than automatic.
See, I love three pedals.
Yeah, so
I have one. Go ahead.
What, Lee? Yeah, you first.
I was just gonna say I have 3 pedals on the M3. I love it to death, but there's certain cars that the dual clutch transmission just fits, and I think the Huracan is one of them because it's a
I
high
agree.
performance car. It's meant to do exactly what it does. I feel like 6
Absolutely.
speed on that would not be the same experience at all.
When a couple years ago I was doing the dream drive up in the mountains of New York, and they have all their cars as the automatic so everybody can get the experience. And as diehard 3 pedals as I like to live my life, to take a V10 Audi R8 full power through a curve, downshift 2 gears, and then plow through that straight line, your brain can't maneuver pedals and shifters quick enough to just pop, pop, and just go straight through.
Yeah.
So, like, it's like you're saying, it's all about the right vehicle in the right setting.
Yeah, you do have a very good point. Like, there's some cars that you could definitely would be cool to have a manual transmission, but there's others that they're just better off with the automatic dual clutch system in it.
Yeah, my GTR, there was no question. The dual clutch was the only way to go with that. I just couldn't even imagine driving that thing with the manual transmission. But the Mustang, 6 speed all the way. But that's just my preference. 2 totally different cars. But I mean, the GTR, that thing was just stupid fast and a lot of fun. I couldn't imagine, it would just take so much time to shift. It would take away a lot of the pleasure of driving the car.
Well, that's you look at
in the right corner.
The GTR is an all-around track car, drag car, back mountain car, show car, fun car, stupid car. Dude, they're all making fun of you on a live feed right now. No.
Oh shit! I'm sorry.
They are all picking on you, dude.
He wants to make his debut.
All right, I'm gonna go from being a car channel to a dog channel. I'll have 1,000 subscribers by the end of the week.
Yeah, you got to mix cars and dogs together. That works.
Yeah, right. I'll buckle him in the front seat. I'll do some 60 pulls.
Oh god! I'd be kind of wondering if like the dog would actually make some of the faces like you see dogs making videos and shit like that. I doubt it, but
no, there's not much skin here to like he goes fast and then he goes stop and then fast and then stop.
He's gonna bite your face when you're sleeping.
No, when he's sleeping, he does nothing but sleep. He's a trooper.
He's like man's best friend, right?
Oh my god, yeah.
Oh yeah.
kind of like your pussy, Lay.
Oh yeah, let me tell you, man.
He has a cat named Mama.
Yeah.
Which it's weird when you try to explain what Mama's doing.
Oh,
Sounds weird. Yeah, it's bad. I'm not even gonna use an example.
Are you serious?
Lee knows exactly which one I'm talking about. It just sounds terrible. You should have came up with another name, but
Well,
it's whatever.
It fit her. That was her name when I got her, so I kept it.
It fits. It's
Yeah,
just
Mama,
weird to kind of explain what the cat's doing. Okay, on to the next vehicle from Geneva. We have the Ferrari 488 Pista. Assuming that's how that's pronounced.
Stunning car.
Which we'll play this little video here. It should probably have more shots of the car after there we go. I mean, it looks pretty good.
It's a very clean car.
Yeah,
that's my favorite part. That like waterfall into the hood, it's gorgeous.
Yes, definitely. 710 horsepower. What was the regular 488 horsepower wise?
600 and something. I can't remember.
640, I think.
Yeah.
Okay, so it's got a
Something
horsepower gain, so that's plus.
Nice. Does that add acceleration and top speed as well? That where it's like perfect.
Did you
But of course,
really just
because it's
ask
a
if
Ferrari,
horsepower adds top speed? and
Oh
stuff
yeah,
like
better
that?
top speed and acceleration
Find
with
out
the
before they'll
horsepower.
let you buy it.
Oh Lord! But what's
Oh,
everyone
man.
else's thoughts on the 488 Pista?
Gorgeous car.
I think they did a great job with it. There's not a line on it that I don't like.
Yeah.
Who the hell is smacking something?
Honestly,
No,
the only thing I don't know, and it's because I just don't know Italian, is what pista is, but I'm sure it has some connection.
Neither.
Okay, so it means track, so that actually makes sense.
488 track.
I think that is better than 812 Superfast.
True.
Or
Very
Ferrari,
true.
Ferrari.
Yeah, Ferrari. I'm sorry, but
No, that
those
gives
two, the super fast and that one, it's like, come on, guys. Did you like just get to the
No,
bottom of the name book
Ferrari-
and like, oh shit?
The LaFerrari
Like-
ensures that you know the pedigree of your vehicle.
Yeah.
That's like your Kennel Club papers in your glove box.
But it's like, come on, did they like run out of names and they like were like, okay, we designed the car, we've got to put a good engine in it, you know, we've got all that. Oh shit,
let's
we
give
forgot
it
the
a
name.
shitty name.
Shit.
Yeah, let's give it
We're
a
like a
shitty
week
name.
before the debut and we forgot to get a name. Shit.
Yeah, Ferrari's been taking an L on naming their cars, I'll say.
Definitely. I would definitely agree with that one. So now we're going to talk about another vehicle that was at Geneva. It is quite a interesting looking car. The Aston Martin Valkyrie AMR Pro.
Wow.
First off, that color is hideous.
Yeah, that's
So I
what
love
seems
this
like the color
car,
either. I was gonna say the same.
But it looks like it belongs in GTA.
Yeah.
Very true.
It's like the Bugatti Veyron Gran Turismo something else kind of thing.
Yeah. That's a horrible angle.
It
I
looks
think
funky.
The part that really has me stuck with it is you look at Aston Martin cars over the years, and they've always been very classic, very timeless. That's the car that you take to the golf course or the yacht club or the weekend drive with your wife to go out for ice cream. This is like, you know, we're going to be a giant son of a bitch and win every race that we get to sit down at, and then take the other car to the yacht club when we're done. Like, it's just, let's be, you know, because you look at all the other competitors, you've got the LaFerrari, you've got the 918, you've got all the 17 Paganis coming out. They're all balls to the wall. This is their saying, hey, we can join the party too.
I mean, the Vulcan was over the top, but I don't know. It just doesn't.
The Vulcan was a gorgeous car.
It was. And it sounds friggin' amazing.
I've still yet to see one or hear one in person, and it's on my list of things to do.
They had it at the Gold Rush starting grid 2 years ago. And that was friggin' awesome.
Well, there's the guy in Cleveland that has two of them in the showroom.
That was his. One of them was his. He owns a dealership in Boston as well.
Okay.
I think his name's Bernie Morano.
Yeah. There's actually a road legal one now.
Nice.
They spent a lot of money and did a lot of work to it. And I guess when you can afford it, you can afford to do whatever you want to it.
So, would you guys like to talk? Like, were either of the McLarens that are on this list actually revealed there, or were they revealed elsewhere and just shown?
The Senna was revealed before, and I don't know if they're calling it like the GT1 or the LM or whatever they're calling the other fancier €1 million.
The P15,
Maybe.
or the Senna GTR.
Yeah.
Is there any cars, Jeff, that you wanted to bring up from the auto show, and I could just look on the list and find it?
I think you got them all for like the real exotics. I wanted to dabble on the new Mercedes G-Wagon to see if everybody else agrees with me and the rest of the world on how horrible it looks.
All right, I'll bring that up.
Doesn't the
Give me
new
1
G-Wagon
second.
look the same as every other G-Wagon?
No, and that's what's pissing a lot of people off, is that it used to be this giant, square, muscular military
Yeah.
thing, and they've softened all the edges of it. And when Chris Singh was looking at it today, it's like, why am I driving an S-Class? It's like, you know, if I want to have a military truck, I want a military truck. You know, 97% of the buyers are going to be Alejandro Solomon just to buy one and be like, okay, I got the new one. And then the rest are going to be soccer moms that are going for Starbucks after they go to yoga, after they drop the kids off at school, after they pick up their nanny kind of thing.
And for everyone wondering why Jeff is saying it's ugly, which I think I just about vomited a little bit when I saw it.
Yeah, I saw the look on your face, Jay. It was pretty
Yeah. Look at this shit.
Oh my god, that's not a real car.
It almost looks like they. I don't know. Yeah, that doesn't look too.
It's almost like they took it in Photoshop and they like softened all the edges. And
It looks like a car from the Disney Channel.
yeah,
He's not cute.
It's like that. It's like a regular G-Wagon was put on Pimp My Ride and it went horribly wrong.
Yeah, pretty much.
The interior is not too bad, but seriously, the exterior of the car
interior
it looks like it should be in the next Cars movie. Like
Like
it's smiling at you. What the?
Yeah.
No.
yeah, it's like it's supposed to be like the heritage of it is ex-military vehicle. It should have that mean, badass like look to it, not hi.
Oh god.
I'm gonna see this in the rearview mirror and just laugh.
they've really taken
I know I would.
what it was and what it was about. You know, when that car was designed, it was a military truck. It came to America as a military truck with cloth seats, no air conditioning, no thing, nothing fancy, and they could still charge $100,000 for it. And now you're at $200,000 for this giant big floating cushion. But you know, if I want to go off roading, a buddy of mine worked for a car magazine, and he got to drive a G65 or whatever with the side pipes right under the
that
rocker.
thing is ridiculous.
And it's like, you're not going rock crawling in that. You're going to park it next to your other fancy car. And it's like, so same thing here. Let's take it even further away from what this vehicle was designed for. And let's keep it nice and polished on 78-inch chrome wheels to make sure that we don't touch the dirt. And like, come on, guys. I don't know what's going on in Germany here, but they're ruining a perfectly good vehicle.
Hey, I wonder if the engineers at the Mercedes factory were like drunk or something when they designed the front of the new G-Wagon.
They
Like,
probably,
they're
It's
just,
hard to tell because Mercedes was like a really nice like vehicle until they come out with this particular model. I'm guessing, right?
it's still very nice on the inside, but it's one of those, okay, you know, if you want to have that cushy cruiser, you have the GLA and the GLC and the M and the K and all their other alphabet soup. You know, leave this one to be the $150,000 box. Don't change it.
Let me get out of it first.
You know, that's like, what's going to be next? They're going to take the 6x6 and make it look like a Chevy Avalanche with the drop-down thing in the middle so everybody can enjoy it. It's like...
I know, but hasn't, like you mentioned the thing about off-roading, I mean, hasn't Range Rover essentially done this? Where they've gone so far from a vehicle that you'll ever take off-road, but its heritage is the off-road.
Correct, but look at every single Range Rover that you can buy on the shelf off the lot right now, and it will still hit every trail that you want to throw at it. Whereas these pushy Benzes, you know, if I buy a base G500, it can handle it no problem. But you look at a 6x6 or a 4x4, it's got carbon fiber side panels and blah, blah, blahs. I don't want that anywhere near a giant piece of giant rock that can put a crack in a $10,000 anything.
Yeah.
I'm not saying Mercedes doesn't do this, but I know that Land Rover 100% does owner driving events. And if you don't want to take your own vehicle, they will have a manufacturer plated vehicle for you up in the giant ritzy fancy house mansion places up in like, I don't know, wherever ritzy people do things like that, and go around the back road and have a fancy lunch with wine. And if you want, take your own car because the company stands behind it.
Right.
Hey, Jeff, you should see what
Yeah.
Import Domestic just said in the comments. He says, you're missing the point. It's not supposed to be a military vehicle anymore. It's supposed to be for the rich and celebrities people.
But again, why did Arnold Schwarzenegger buy the first civilian Hummer? It has nothing to do with cushy civilian vehicle. He wanted big, badass military. That was the only reason he bought that truck. That was the only reason AM General sold him one. Was he wanted it. It looked like military, and they gave it air conditioning. It's like, you know, there's so many other vehicles that you can have that fancy, rich, I'm better than you ride. It's becoming a Bentayga. And yes, the Bentayga is the fastest W12 super thing, $200,000 watch. But it's a cushy car. I want a Wrangler. If I'm going off-roading, I want a Wrangler. I want a box.
He also said rich people aren't going to go off-roading. Well, he said routing.
No,
But,
correct. That's the whole
off-routing. Off-routing. That's why they buy a cheap F-150 Raptor. Raptors aren't really that cheap, to be honest.
No,
Yeah,
and
they're like
even
almost
if you look at the
70
people buying Raptors, how many Raptors are ever going to see a sand dune or a mud pit or a snow pile?
Very few.
Okay, so Gregory Salvatore brings up a pretty good point. He says military vehicles don't sell well or make money. Where is Hummer now?
Hummer got thrown the short shaft by General Motors. They could have kept that one going.
But they also hit at a time when gas prices went through the roof, and
Yeah.
they had no answer for that.
Correct.
True.
Because nobody wants
Nobody
to
has
sell
an
a
H1,
Hummer.
and that's, I mean, the thing's a beast. It's awesome to see. It's loud as hell, but it sucks on gas. I mean, it just,
It's
It's
one
like
of
4
the
miles per
scariest things I've ever driven. I'm 5'3".
Roof.
I drove a 2000 or 2001 Alpha, whatever the last year the Alpha came out, and I'm like look over, not hit anybody in Allentown, and I'm just like, meep, get out of my way.
well, I saw
It was
it. I was
awesome.
like, does it even fit in the lane? He's like, mostly.
Like just in the lane kind of thing.
Oh my! Is there any other cars we want to talk about from Geneva, or?
Not on my thing. David Lee might be buying a Koenigsegg. Rumor has it.
Done with Ferrari?
Koenigsegg collector. Has a good ring to it.
You'd like to be that, wouldn't you?
Oh my God! If I could just have a day in his garage.
So does that have anything to do with him getting shafted by Ferrari, or is he just like, he's collected them all, so now he has to go to something else?
Mhm.
Did he get shafted by Ferrari?
Yeah, didn't he try to buy the was it the Apparetta, or it was one of the higher end ones?
Yep.
He was not allowed to because he shows them off.
That was
too much.
David Lee?
Like Ferrari collector in California, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was.
Wow.
It could be that. He
They don't like
does
his flash.
he owns what was Salamandrin's Pagani? The Da Vinci. So he owns the Da Vinci. He has, Porsches and stuff. So it's one of those where everybody's buying Koenigsegg's now, so you're not part of the club unless you have one.
Yeah, I just pulled it up real quick. He wanted to buy the LaFerrari Aperta, or Aperta.
Aperta.
And Ferrari would not let him because he's too flashy. Which makes no friggin' sense, because what the hell is the car but a giant flashy symbol? But okay.
When I was a kid, I wanted nothing but a Ferrari because that was sports car and that's what you buy. And the more that I see them as a company do this kind of crap, it's like Lamborghini would say, here's your allocation. Give us your money.
Yeah. Ferraris, if they continue to do what they're doing, they're going to end up walking themselves out of the market at some point, because the purists are already going to walk away.
Yeah. Well, they already are.
As we just saw.
Yeah. I mean, I still love the 430, but I like the older Ferraris anyway. So
I don't know.
I would say 458.
To be honest, I'm not a big Ferrari fan. I mean, yeah, I can respect the cars, but I don't know why. There's just something about Ferrari that I'm kind of meh with. I'd probably take.
I think
I'd probably.
He had hair.
The whole thing with what Ferrari was built on, it was never about anything but making money to fund the racing team. That was Enzo Ferrari's only purpose in selling road cars. And then it became, we have to have it's like, okay, great.
Jeff, say what? Is he breaking up for anybody else?
yeah, he is.
Yeah.
Hey, Jeff. Jeff, you sound like.
How about now, my
It's still lagging.
Hold on.
Drop your video quality a little bit.
I don't know if it can go any lower. I'm sorry. I had to say it. No. Lee's strip club camera is worse. So that could always be the lower.
Am I back on?
Yes, for now.
Yeah.
Okay, so I was just ranting about how Enzo Ferrari built the company to fund the race team. That was his only goal in life. It didn't matter, who he sold to because it put money in the race cars' pockets. Their racing team isn't what it used to be anymore, and now it's about their prestige and the aura and the I'm better than you. And you look at somebody that wears a Rolls Royce, wears a Rolex. They wear the Rolex because of the engineering behind it.
They totally wear a Rolls Royce.
Yeah, right? Like a giant thing. So you look at a Ferrari, okay, they're next to the AMGs being built by Michael Kubler.
Oh, well.
Jesus Christ. What the hell? It just went.
This is some espionage. When you talk bad about Ferrari, you get booted.
No, he's still here. I just don't know what the hell happened.
We got two of them now.
Now we got two Jeffs. Oh God, one was enough. Just joking, Jeff. If you see this part.
It's kind of funny. Like
Anyway,
there's still two of you.
Am I twice, eh?
Oh man.
I'm talking in Italian to be with the Ferraris. They used to be the #1 engine builders. You bought a Rolex because it was the best mechanical. You bought a Ferrari because it was the best mechanical. It's not the same anymore. Life is completely different.
Yeah, I
had to rush it before I got kicked off the call again.
True.
You like Ferraris or Lamborghinis? Which one?
I prefer Lamborghini over the Ferraris.
Yeah, I prefer Lambo.
Yeah, Lamborghini had a lot of nice ones.
The funny part was when I don't know how to pronounce his first name. I'm not even gonna try. Lamborghini decided to. Yeah, whatever. F Lamborghini. No, that's not it wrong. That didn't come out the way I wanted it to.
Hey, CJ, Martin was like, Ferrari pays the FBI in the comments. When we were talking about the FBI earlier.
Oh, yeah. True,
I wouldn't even be surprised with the way that the internet works.
The FBI must have been watching this and said, fuck you for talking shit about the Ferrari.
We still got two Jeffs in here, though.
Yeah, cool.
I'm trying to maximize the exposure for my channel. It's get_exhausted on Instagram, get exhausted on YouTube.
Martin, what the hell kind of comment is that? He was like,
What?
maybe Ferrari don't like you, and then he said, I'm sorry, the dog trying to hump him. What?
No, the dog is just sitting here minding his own business.
We're going into a dark place here.
Okay, Jonathan, let's go. Back to Fruccio Lamborghini here.
Oh, I thought it was kind of funny how, Enzo started shit with him. Like, make your own damn car. And then he said, and did it.
Yeah, there's a great meme for that basically says, "You ever been so pissed off at somebody that you created another company to say fuck you?"
Well, and that's the whole thing. It was, for whatever reason, Enzo wouldn't sell him one. And
no, it was. Well, it was partially that, but it was also he had a problem with, I think it was the gearbox.
No,
and
it's the
he had a
clutch.
better way to fix it.
It was the clutch.
Yeah. And Enzo was like, "No, you know tractors, I know supercars. Get the hell out of here." And he's like, "Oh, okay. We'll see how that goes."
The funny thing there, the tractors.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
I think he's stuck in that lag.
We lost Jeff again.
Hey, Jeff's the queen of lag.
Well, we got one Jeff. No Jeff.
Yeah.
Well, we got half a Jeff. Oh, and then freaking Gregory Salvatore's like, "Get exhausted?" ? I wake up exhausted. Laugh out loud.
Am I back on?
Barely.
Sort of. Your camera's black, but oh, never mind. You're not black anymore. Nope, now you're blue.
That's the dog.
No, not the dog.
Rainbow.
Okay, I think he's good now. His cam's working better now.
So the company has always made the tractors, and because Volkswagen Auto Group owns the rights to the Lamborghini name, the original tractor company is now leasing the name and the logo to use on the tractors that were made by the guy that made the car.
Wow.
That is crazy.
But it's also like the Ferrari TDF. They couldn't use Tour de France because the bike people were using Tour de France, even though Ferrari was the Tour de France.
So do you guys have any other? No, you're not frozen. No, you're not frozen yet. Martin keeps saying that you're playing with the dog.
Man over here.
Martin, he's allowed to play with his dog.
Yeah, but it might be causing a bandwidth thing because you're constantly refreshing the screen. Not moving.
Who's moving?
With the dog.
Yeah, dog. Messing up the podcast.
So do you guys have any other topics you'd like to talk about?
FBI truck inside my house. They're listening in. They want to see the early review of the PT Cruiser.
Wow. I mean, I know Jack said it was good, but I don't know. I mean, Lee will find out when I come down if it's not raining, because I'm not bringing my computer down if it's raining, because I have to ride a bike down. So.
Jonathan Andrews, the Amish guy.
Wow.
I went there.
Fuck you. Any more topics you guys want to talk about, or should we just end it here for tonight?
I think that's everything.
Yeah, I can't think of anything.
All right, well, I hope everyone has enjoyed tonight's podcast. We will have another podcast next week. About what? I have no fucking clue.
Do you have it set so the comments will stay up for the for people that watch it in the near future, or no?
I think the comments go away, like all the ones that were live comments.
Yeah.
I don't know if you can change that or not.
That's stupid. Don't end it. I want to read them quick.
No, the live comments. I thought the live comments become the comments on the video.
No. I wish I'd get a lot more freaking publication on my damn video. YouTube would be happy to see that many comments on a video.
Yeah, right?
It seems like a really stupid.
That dog is upset.
Wow.
All right, well, I hope everyone enjoyed the podcast. We will have one next week. About what? I have no fucking idea. We'll see. Something.
We'll have to brainstorm something together.
Yeah. And then definitely check out everyone's channels. We got the Jizz. We got... I had to do it at least once. Come on. And then we got Mike. Oh, yeah, about that. Oh, shit, you got a hat now.
Got a hat?
I never noticed that.
Always be branding. I love it.
That works. And then we got Coderman, Get Exhausted, and cue ball.
Cue ball.
I'm just fucking with them, like
Yeah.
usual. But definitely check out everyone's channels, and we'll see you guys next week.